we can get started. Soon as everybody's in, comfy, we'll decide what quest we're going to start with tonight as well then. Won't we? Switch over. So everybody can see the in-game screen now, hopefully. There we have it. I'm still not overly impressed that the screen is that going to make it any better? Because to me, the colours look a little bit washed out. How's that? Does that make it a little bit brighter? Make the colours pop a little bit more? That looks a lot more vibrant now on the stream. That looks good. That looks very good. So there we go, ladies and gents, then. We are in-game. Woohoo! So, let's have a look at our quest log. Oh, we've got some outpost. Read that one. Must be that one. It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Ooh, final fight. Cast Incendio on 5 enemies. Successfully avoid enemy attacks by dodge rolling. Right, okay. Find and enter the hidden herbology corridor. And then we can go to the herbology class, can't we? That's another thing we can do. Seeing as we've got to go to herbology anyway, we may as well do the side quest. We might as well.
Incendio.
Can't reach that.
What are you up to now?
Something I've just realised as well. I don't know if I'm correct or not, The voice of the flume things, that woman in the flumes, it sounds like Gideon from Legends of Tomorrow. I don't know if it is or not, because I honestly don't know the voice cast of this game. Yeah, whoever plays her sounds a lot like, as I say, the actress who plays Gideon in Legends of Tomorrow. Or did play, because that show's obviously ended now.
Revelio.
Why is dinging? I think it's dinging. Sounds very close, whatever it is.
Revelio.
In there. People say it's audio, directional audio. If you listen carefully, it tells you what direction to go in. To me, I get the sound in both my ears at the same time. There's no direction. Unless people are playing with like 5.1 headphones or 7.1 headphones or something like that.
Revelio.
And they are getting like surround sound. I'm not. I've just got stereo headphones, so to me it just sounds like noises in both my ears at the same time.
Life seems rather dull in the hamlets around here.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello, Lenora Everly.
Hello, Lenora. What are you looking at?
Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other paintings like this here?
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you learned anything about it?
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Okay, perhaps I'll take a look at it then.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
So that spot must be a clue.
I enjoy my weekly visits to Dogweed and Death Tower. I find I'm more comfortable around.
I'll be weeks from spent with you. Such interesting notions about how
I enjoy having lunch down by the lake.
This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it?
There's a bug on the wall. The statue of Gregory the Smarmy. This statue with an ingratiating grin depicts the medieval wizard Gregory the Smarmy. The wizard famous for inventing Gregory's unctuous unction, a potion that makes the drinker believe whoever gave them the potion is their best friend. Okay. So let's go. Lumos.
Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
And we take the moth back to the painting. So we now know how to solve these puzzles when we find them. Any paintings? Just need to put the moths back in them.
I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
And that will give us...
Revelio.
Where's she gone? Ah, she's up here. She's not far away then. Thought she was going to be like miles away.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I followed the clues.
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Revelio.
I want to go up this side because I know there's a...
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
We can set fire to those now. That's another portrait we can unlock. Cressida Bloom.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
Oh. Seems like it took a lot of work just to carry some books.
That sounds a rather complicated way to simply avoid carrying your books.
Possibly. But where's the fun in simplicity? New charms and spells have to come from someone. Why not me? I collect the books and remove the charm myself. Except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around. So she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me.
Welcome.
There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new
What time did I
student
start?
coming round.
I started the stream just after 9, but I did some just chatting stuff, big cam talky stuff for a bit. So I've literally only started at playing Hogwarts at about 1:15. So you've not missed too much. I've literally just come out of the room we left off with last night, and I'm just talking to a couple of characters now.
Scribner that they were your books.
Oh, to be perfectly honest,
I was going
I
to
don't
go
think he
to
meant any harm.
the
I think he
try
was
and do the
impressed,
herbology stuff
bragging
first.
on my
I thought.
behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
Technical issues over on the other side, lol. Technical issues.
I suppose I could.
I had some of those a little bit earlier.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary.
The first time
I'd rather it not
when I
fall
tried
into
to
the
come
wrong
onto your
hands.
Twitch stream earlier,
If
I
you
had
could
some
collect
technical
them and
issues to
bring
start
them
with.
me, I can remove the charm.
I think I must have been sat in the one spot of the house where I was in between Wi-Fi's. And it's like the iPad couldn't decide which network it wanted to be on. And therefore Twitch was just not loading. Nothing was loading up and working for me. So I had to manually go in and force it to just sit on one
I'm going
and
to have
not
to use Accio
keep
to get to
jumping
those books.
between the two. Okay, I've got to get some books.
Got it. Only 4 more to go.
So that girl, I can use my summoning
This
spell.
must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her.
Today was a good day, that is, until Gareth splashed whatever ridiculous concoction he was creating all over my perfectly stewed lacewing flies. Had to empty my entire cauldron and start all over again. He is such a menace. Thinks he knows everything there is to know about potions, always disrupting Professor Sharp's class with his experiments. I'm utterly convinced that if he wasn't Professor Weasley's nephew, he would have been expelled by now. Okay. Are both Smokies again tonight for dinner? I'm becoming more partial to them now, although I still prefer meat pie. I don't think you can go wrong with a meat pie.
Revelio.
There's... Again, keep hearing the beeping. My headphones don't give me the directional sound. That apparently makes it nice and easy to find these hidden things, because I'm just hearing the sound in both my ears at the same time. Maybe the people on the stream can hear a difference. I don't know. I don't know. It's nice to see your smile. Well, thank you for that, Lee. Must admit. It's a lot nicer to be in this world than the real one. I don't know how I get back there. Aha, what's that? Professor Black. Might I suggest a ban on magic in the library? Someone has been sneaking into the restricted section, and Cressida Bloom seems to think of the library as her own personal arena in which to practice her latest incantations. It is most disruptive. Mon might consider Peeves tame by comparison to such antics. Really? The librarian would rather have Peeves in here?
Revelio.
I think I have to go upstairs then. I think if there's more books, they're going to be upstairs. Still looking for 2. Heard that. Aha! There. I also think I've fixed the colour on the stream tonight. It's definitely looking a little bit more brighter and a little bit more colourful. I noticed it was looking very washed out the other day when I was looking at the first video today. I don't know why that is, because it shouldn't be washed out. Because normally people, I'm using the same profile on OBS to that I use for streaming Farm Sim, and most people tell me that Farm Sim looks really vibrant and colourful, and looks sometimes actually a little bit oversaturated. But yeah, very strange that I noticed Hogwarts was so sort of washed out and lacking in colour. Now, let's get that. 2 more books.
That's the
There
last
we go,
book.
got those.
Now to take them back to Cressida.
Right, whilst we're here though, let's solve this now we know how to do them.
Lumos.
Lumos. Okay, so that's the painting that we've just come past. Right. So that's back over here somewhere. Aha, there you are.
Lumos.
let's take you back to your painting. More collectibles.
Revelio.
That looked like another one of those flying pages to me. Maybe I want to come down here and grab that as well.
Lumos.
Yes. Got it. Got it. Right. We'll go back to the girl and say, hey, we've got your books. Maybe you don't want to set them off flying in the library again in future. You know? And then we'll go to herbology.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you go. I'm not going to blackmail her over her
Lesson
diary.
learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy.
Rather you than
Certainly
me.
wouldn't want anyone but me reading Latin.
Rather you than me.
Revelio.
Practicing a dead language. I'm poor at any language other than English. As I said to you earlier, Lee, I am not a language. I'm not a linguist. You know, I've got a basic grasp of English that I'm happy with, and everything else, I don't think I would ever need it. Right, another one of these puzzles. So we've got 11 and 2, which is 13. We need 21, so we're going to need 8, which is spider. Okie dokie. Then we've got hairy spider, which is 5. We've got the kraken thing, which is 9. So that's 14. We need 17, so we're going to need 3, which is the little 3-headed Hydra thing. And I think the other switch is up here. That'll do. I want to see if it's possible in all these chests and all these things that we're looting all this lovely equipment and gear from. Like, we just got some gloves there. I want to see if we can find some booty shorts. Because I think Lee looks good in booty shorts. Did you eat? Yes, I did, thank you, Lee. Yes. I had my wraps and stuff earlier, and then I've had a microwave roast dinner thing for dinner this evening. So yes, I have eaten. And I've got plenty of fluids as well. Sadly, no combat fuel, but, you know, I make do. Make do with Coke Zero. Right. Let's go for herbology class then, for the win. I'll stop mumming you. That's okay. It's your nature now, I'm afraid. You'll always be a mum. You can't take that back anymore. Job for life. Oh, we're outside. Okay.
Revelio.
I'm going to assume there's something closer to this dragon thing. Maybe not. I do like the fact the hedges are alive. Oh, Page. Good at shooting them.
Revelio.
Oh, hang on. Flowers. Oh, they're inside the building. I will probably be able to get those in a minute when we go to Herbology. Glumbumbles. Glumbumbles are magical flying insects that produce a treacle which will cause melancholy if consumed. They feed on nettles and nest in dark and secluded places. Unfortunately, they are known to infest beehives, having a devastating effect on the honey therein. Not good. We like bumblebees,
Revelio.
don't we? Is this thing?
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Incendio!
Do that right? Or does he want me to go in there? That's probably it.
Incendio!
I'm not sure what this is. Looks like some kind of... I was going to say like sundial, but... I'm not sure what that is. It's probably something that we will learn about later on. It's probably some kind of puzzle that, again, at this moment in time, our character hasn't actually been introduced to and told how to solve. And it's one of those things we'll probably have to come back for when we've got a little bit more knowledge. That's the really great thing about this game. Because it's open world.
This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor.
There's stuff that you can't do straight away from the minute you start. You can only do it much later on when you've got the right equipment and right skills and stuff. So you kind of have to keep coming back to areas.
Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light.
Lumos. Devil's Snare. We all remember that, don't we, from the... well, was it Philosopher's Stone movie? Right, there's a door there.
Revelio. Lumos.
It's that old guy again, isn't it?
Incendio.
light all the torches. Good jumping. All those hours in the gym, she's got very springy legs, has Owlie. Very springy legs.
Lumos.
Springy, spring, spring, spring. What have we got here? Some stuff I might need to move.
Incendio! Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery.
Collect a giant venomous tentacular leaf. Why do I get the feeling? Venomous tentacular.
Incendio!
Sounds like something I probably don't want to mess with too much. When you say venomous, how venomous are you actually talking about? Does it come with an antidote?
Lumos. Incendio!
Oh, messed that up, didn't I? That's the exit. Right, okay. Okay, we didn't actually have to do any fighting. That's quite nice. I looked at that and it's like a giant Venus flytrap and was thinking, that looks like it's going to take a bite out of me. But it doesn't seem to be too terrible, does it?
Incendio!
Light all the torches. Another altar thing there. Oh, we got a sheepskin winter hat, look. How nice. Well, I guess we can exit the greenhouses now then. That's got the venomous plant for Duncan. What was his name? Sniffle Skin, the Pliffle Skin, or whatever it was that they called him. And the kids, because he's a bit of a wimp. I imagine we will need a few of these.
Revelio.
Or maybe future spells. So how's your day been, Lee? I mean, obviously I saw you streaming earlier. What else have you been doing on this lovely Friday?
Lumos.
Did you make the most of Poets' Day? As they call it. Why? Oh, I've got to go up. Yes, that makes sense. Oh, your gear slots are full. Oh dear. Eating McDonald's. Cheat day? Cheat day. Is that because you lack a lot of option? You don't have a lot of options for takeaways in your area? That's a big... Those gloves are a big upgrade. The only problem with them is they don't look very good. Can we change their appearance and put the nice blue ones back on? Yes, we can. So we'll magically make them look different. You got it. How come your area has so few Just Eat restaurant places? Because there's like 88 where I am. That's why Just Eat is such a terrible thing for me. Because you can literally have something different every single day. Never go to the same place twice. That's why it was getting a bit, you know, getting a bit serious. Because I was like, oh dear. And that's why it's too posh, lol. Really? Can a place be too posh for takeaways? 4 options for you. I hope one of those is an Indian. It has to be an Indian. There needs to be an Indian. I'm not a big fan of the hat. But it's legendary. I want to keep it. Well, that's a good thing then, because as long as you've got an Indian, you can't go wrong. That's all you really need. Because Indians are lovely. You hate the hat. Yeah, I hate the hat too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the appearance of it. And I'm going to make it invisible. That way we still get the 24 points for defense. But we don't have to look stupid. I can't believe I didn't realise you could do this in the game until the other evening when Omint told us. Because I've been looking at clothing going, oh, that looks really nice. That looks really horrible, but there's a lot of points on it. It's got a lot of points. I mean, that one's got 34 points. Bit of a blue scarf. Lavender patch scarf. See, we want that one because that's got the most points. So then we just need to change the colour of it. In a minute. Right, what colour scarf do we want then? We had the Chinese fireball scarf. That's the one we had. I like that one. But then you've got the loose brown palmet scarf. You've got the Neapolitan striped scarf. You've got the dusky wool. Natural beige. Lavender patch. Brown palmet. Emerald bloom. Or the fringe cerulean runic scarf. Which scarf do we like the best? Go through them again. Okay, so you have got the choice of the Neapolitan. Okay. You've got the Dusky Wool. You've got the Brown Palmet. You've got the Emerald Bloom. You've got the Fringed Cerulean Runic Scarf. You've got the Lavender Patch. You've got the Natural Beige. You've got the Loosened Brown Palmet Scarf. And then finally, you've got the Chinese Fireball Scarf. Which is the one you were wearing. Neapolitan. Okie dokie. Robes, unfortunately. Yeah, we want that one. And then we're definitely changing the appearance, because that looks horrible. I don't really want the hood on. We can have the Dark Arts robe. Oh, look at that. It's got skulls. It's got skulls, and it's like got smoke that blows over the material. House Fanatic School robe, which is... Oh, it's your Hufflepuff robe, that one. Which is like gold and grey. And then you've got your plain black one. You want me to keep the first one, the skulls? I must admit, I do like that one. I like the fact it's got animated material. It's quite groovy. And then, lastly, we haven't got any more outfits yet. We've only got the red plaid garb. So we need to find another outfit at some point. Like I say, booty shorts would be nice, wouldn't they?
Revelio.
I picked everything up here then. Because this is... I think Hobology class. Groovy, baby!
Revelio.
Yeah, field pages. The greenhouse tree.
We can't get ourselves into some trouble with Gilly. If I have a phone...
But yeah, that's so bad that you don't have that many takeaway places to choose from. That's quite poor.
I've always said...
I always thought like everywhere had loads. I mean, I think I've got like, I think on Just Eat alone, I think I've got like
Revelio.
8. I think we've got 8 Indian restaurants we can choose from. And I mean, the best one, the one that I enjoy the most, is the one in Bottisford, which like I say, is the one I order from all the time. I can't believe they deliver this far. But they do. But yeah, it's dangerously. It really is. If you're trying to be slim, it doesn't help. Does it? Definitely doesn't help. But yeah, I definitely need to have an Indian at some time. Because I haven't had one for ages now. Oh. One of them eyeball chests. We need to change spells. Because like I say, Christmas Eve was the last time I had one. That's because I couldn't be bothered to cook anything Christmas Eve with Christmas dinner being the next day. And again, I was completely surprised that A, they were open Christmas Eve, and B, they were happy to deliver all the way to Grantham from Bottisford. You know? And they don't charge for delivery. That baffles me, that does. Right, we could go back to Duncan. However, I know we have got herbology class to attend, so I'm just going to switch quests for a minute. We will still go and see Duncan. We will. But we might as well go and do our...
Indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
We might as well go and do our first lesson with Professor Garlic.
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
And Professor Garlic doesn't look old enough to be a teacher to me. She barely looks older than the students.
Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
The bouncing bulb?
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root.
Mandrakes?
Let's
Might
see
want
if
to take
we
my
can't make our
headphones off
fibrous
in a
bones a
second.
bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease.
Putting the mandrake right at ease.
Reparo! I'm very sorry
So
about
handy.
that. Yours was a bit
If only that
mature,
was
I'm
real.
afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
Needs to have a brief word.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Revelio.
Revelio.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Dear Professor Garlic, how very thoughtful of you, and to remember that strawberries are my favourite. They're as sweet as can be. It's no wonder muggles love them so much. Everything you cultivate seems to be of such high quality, from bitter root to berries. I do hope that my darling niece can learn this skill whilst under your tutelage. Lenora so adores you, as do all of your students, I'm sure. Warmest regards always, Eleanor Everly. Oh, I've met her daughter.
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Is strange. That's because Professor Sharp, not Professor Sharp, Headmaster Black keeps messing with him.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I nearly went deaf.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Pardon me, Professor. What am I supposed to do with the Dittany seeds?
Your part in all this floral alchemy is simple. Take the seeds to your potting table, plant them, and then wait for harvest time.
So simple.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Wiggenweld potion. Right, we are going to plant some Dittany seeds. And they take approximately 10 minutes to grow. And we can get 5 lots out of one seed. 5 yields out of one seed.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Chomping Chinese cabbage.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead.
I don't like cabbage at the best of times. I certainly don't like the idea of cabbage that can eat you.
Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
He must have been watching
Sebastian
the stream.
in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And Hufflepuffs too. At least you did.
Yeah, you did almost get the dragon skull dropped on your head, dude. We've got some more knotgrass sprigs. Need to make sure we loot everything. I'm terrible in RPGs. I'm all about loot. Whenever I play any RPGs, whether it be like Skyrim, Fallout, Witcher, you can guarantee my characters spend most of the game over encumbered. Because I just fill their pockets with everything that isn't nailed down. Because you just never know if something's going to be useful or not.
Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
Chinese chomping
Grab a few of
cabbage.
those cabbages. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
I love Skyrim. Haven't played in years, maybe 8 or more. Really? It got a big update last year. And they added some new stuff to the game. You can now go fishing. You can now go fishing in Skyrim and collect fish. Right, chomping Chinese cabbages.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths
Wow.
on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
I hate to think how many hours I've spent playing Skyrim since it came out in 2011. Because that was the game that really got me back to PC gaming. Because from about 2000 onwards, I was always on like PlayStation. I played all my games on PlayStation, but Skyrim was like the first game that was like, I really think this needs to be played on PC. I think this game will look better on PC.
And with that help,
and then there was no going back.
Always wear our dragon hide gloves. I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants.
And one of the best things in my gaming collection.
Don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered.
Get it down off the shelf.
I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Without destroying the room. Is my Dragonborn statue. Why is my headphones turned on? They've connected via Bluetooth because I pulled the cable out, look. My Boses. But yeah, my Dragonborn. My Skyrim statue. One of the several gaming collectibles I have. I like it because he's got like real fur armour on. I'm always a bit of a sucker for a collector's edition of a game. Anything that comes with a statue or a figurine or anything, I'm a bit of a sucker for, even though I don't really have room for them.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything.
do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Herbology class has been completed.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
And we are 2 minutes away from getting some Dittany seeds. Well, we can leave that. They will be there when we come back.
Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the...
So next thing we need to do, we need to obviously go speak to Duncan, and then we need to go to potions class. So let's go find Duncan, and we can give him his venomous tentacular.
You can't imagine how inconvenient
thingies.
travel was before I invented flu powder.
And then we will go and start learning how to brew potions, I guess.
Revelio.
That's like
I'm not sure I want to do that. Unless it's an aura.
So it's like, kind of like we've learnt the alchemy aspect of Skyrim just then. We're now going to go learn the other part of it, aren't we? All the different trade skills in Skyrim. Blacksmithing, conjuration, enchanting, alchemy.
Revelio.
There's Duncan.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Yes.
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkin for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight.
Puffskein Dunkin,
that how
was it?
ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you
remember
again,
his name.
and have a good day. I know I will.
Puffskein Dunkin.
Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkin for me.
Okay, Duncan. The Wish version of Harry Potter. It's like, you know, you order Harry Potter on Wish and you get that guy turn up at your door. Doesn't look right. I'll have to get a few bits and pieces. Right, to potions class. We could also go do the duel as well, because we've got to go see the we've got to go see Lucan again. We've got another one of those cross wands battles to do, and hopefully, fingers crossed, if we can manage to set the other kids on fire 5 times, as well as dodge out of the way of their attacks 10 times, that'll help us complete Professor Hecat's assignment at the same time. So again, we could technically try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. We might have to do some serious, like, Dark Souls rolling spam. Just keep spamming roll.
There was something else too. A dash of powdered bat spleen, I think.
There'd be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade.
house elf
Black would
just
never allow that. It would make
disapparated.
him look completely incompetent, which he is.
So this is potions class, ladies and gents. This is where Professor Snape terrorised everybody in the films and the books. I miss Alan Rickman as an actor.
Is one of the most
He was a
challenging and
good
hazardous
actor.
subjects taught at this school.
He was.
As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
Why is he limping?
You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own.
Wigan-Weld potion?
You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
So yes, being able to brew health potions could be really nice.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
See, I like the fact that
Please
there's a
be
little mini
meticulous when
game
adding
bit
powder to your
here.
potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
I think this is how they should have done all the potion brewing. Unfortunately, it's not actually like this after this. This is the only time you get like the little mini game interactive bit. And I think they missed a trick with that. Because basically potion brewing becomes similar to the herbology.
I see most
You just
of
put
you
the
have not
ingredients in the
forgotten how
pot
to
and then you
stir.
have to wait a set amount of time before you can collect it.
Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Okay. Okay.
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion can treat injuries. Hope I never need it.
My parents...
My Wigan-Weld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
That's okay, you're a Slytherin. You can suck at potion making.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Okay.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere.
He can't be a Weasley. He's not got ginger hair.
Troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion.
Can he? All
I'm
Weasleys
working
are
on
supposed
something
to be
that's certain
ginger.
to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather, as you'll already be in
Fwooper
Sharp's office
feather?
with his permission. Perhaps you could grab it for me.
What's a Fwooper feather?
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Okay. Did I really ought to do that? Should I have agreed to steal the Fwooper feather? Memorandum. 31st of December 1875 from Aura Office. Subject Borgin and Burks. Borgin and Burks has an increased amount of activity outside of ordinary shop hours, particularly in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more auras to join those that have already been watching the shop. You are amongst the new additions. Further instructions to follow. So he's actually still doing a bit of moonlighting? Bit of work on the side still? Even though he's a professor here at the school, he's still doing some aura work for the ministry. Seems highly unorthodox. Return to Gareth with the Fwooper feather. Okay. Well, we've done it now. Unfortunately, we're going to be an accomplice in his crime.
Here's the Fwooper feather.
We may have got Lee in trouble.
Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Adurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Okay. Right, well, let's go brew our Adurus potion.
Should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the
which is the white one.
Eyebrows.
And look, there we go, look. No interactivity. We just sit here for 26 seconds and wait for it to be done. Bit disappointing. I would have liked a little bit of a mini game there. I think most people would, wouldn't they? Pick up the Edorus potion. There we go. Done.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
Oh no! No! We got in trouble! We got into trouble! Sorry, Professor.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
Okay. Well...
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
I get a feeling that we may be quite good at the old potions stuff.
Revelio.
I say that, because I think we've got quite a background in the old sciences.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
You got me into trouble.
Professor Sharp wasn't happy. Leave me out of your grand plans next time.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's already forgotten about it. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Fewer explosions. Yes. Don't be like Seamus. And of course he's locked his door now, so I can't go and steal any more stuff from him.
Reek from Gareth's inspiration for the rest of term.
Right. So, our options now then. We could meet with Natty. But I think we could probably tick off all three of these spell things relatively quickly, all at the same place, I think. So that's where I think we're going to go. And I'm going to use the flu system to do a bit of fast travelling because... it will save me running all the way through the castle. So are you keeping up and following along with what's going on, Lee? Are you following along? Is there anything you're not understanding or... need a bit of help remembering? Run down the stairs. The lovely stair. I love the fact that the stairs change. They've got the moving staircases in the game. Although I do think sometime I'm going to come flying down these stairs so fast I'll fly off the end of them before they've had a chance to, you know, unfold themselves. Continue down. Down and round and round and round and down. Wow, that was bright. Sunshine. Beautiful. I have to admit, the graphics in this game are just a little bit better than the ones in Fortnite that I was watching earlier. Although, to be fair, your character's outfit in Fortnite wouldn't go amiss in this game. It looked like you had a witch's outfit on. And I totally didn't understand why you were running around with chickens. Carrying chickens. Because I don't really understand that game. And what it's about and what the objective is. So I was just very confused. Just running around holding chickens above her head. I'm like, what? Right, we're here to see Lucan, who will be in here. Oh! Hey, what? Well, oh, I tell you, aha! I'm pleased I did that, because I need to equip a spell. Otherwise, I'd have gone into the battle and not had the right spell on my do list. Said I'd be back for that, didn't I? Doo-doo.
Future champion coming through.
Lucan. I'd like to practice training with the dummy, please.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Few more combination spells got to be learnt here.
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up.
Basically, press the
Remember
right
to
buttons
cast
in the
all
right
spell
sequence.
Combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Good one.
Good one. You're still here. Had to be push as little one's unsettled and coughing and distressed. Oh, sorry to hear that, Lee. Ah, I pressed the button wrong. I pressed the buttons wrong. No, pressed it wrong again. Gotta wait for the magic to recharge. Come on. Ah, I didn't do it fast enough. Nursery germs. Was that what you were suffering with at the start of the week then? Do you think you had some nursery germs from the little one? On was it Tuesday? On V-Day? Oh, he hit the ground. Oh, press the wrong buttons.
Trying.
My coordination is not great. Ah! Struggling a little bit. That's not going to help me. Oh, we did it.
Nicely done.
We did it. Whew, that was tough.
Impressive wand work.
I
I'd
didn't
hate to
quite
face
have
you in a
enough
duel.
magic pool. I was just running. I was running out of magic, not able to
Stop. Don't make me blush.
cast the spells quick
Seriously,
enough.
well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Right. That's spell combination practice 2 complete. Gotta go for the grand final now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I think we should maybe go solo
Brilliant.
this time.
Are you dealing with a partner?
I reckon we should try and do it on our own. It'd also give me the most chance to set fire to as many people as possible. And also dodge as many attacks as possible.
I'll go it alone.
Then let's get started.
Because like I say, we want to try and get Professor
We can make this a real victory.
Simon completed. Oh, it's 3 Gryffindors.
Incendio better than that! Leviosa! Incendio!
Oh.
Fringo!
Act like a winner!
Revelio! Leviosa!
Confringo! Shy away from that!
Incendio! Accio!
Come on!
Protecto!
Oh, magic's run out.
Leviosa!
Is that all you've got?
Incendio!
Oh, there goes my wager.
Accio! Leviosa!
Give them what for!
Leviosa! Fringo! Incendio!
I'm the one!
Leviosa! I shall take it. Stupefy. Accio! Incendio!
Fringo!
Leviosa! Incendio! Accio!
Fringo!
Accio!
Glad I didn't bet on that.
We won! We did it!
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
It's an honour!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion.
Must be all
Now,
that combat
to the
fuel.
victor goes
All that
the
combat fuel
prize.
you're drinking.
And so it is my great
Gives you
honour
that
to present
advantage
you
over
with
the
this simple
competition,
yet
doesn't it?
elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
You're that little bit sharper and that little bit one step ahead.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Goodbye.
Yes.
Right, we get to go to the Defence Against the Dark Arts teacher then. Because we have done the assignment. Where's the Defence Against the Dark Arts classroom? There. We can learn another spell. Expelliarmus. Which is what spell? Can you remember?
Adventure, are we?
Can you remember what Expelliarmus does? Okay.
I hope you were able to take care of everything I had asked you to do.
I have.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Expelliarmus.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Professor, do you have a moment?
I do. What is it?
Did you attend Hogwarts?
I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigella's Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself?
I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds horrible.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak.
I've never heard that term before. Unspeakable.
Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
Excellent. I must admit, I just can't take my eyes off that cloak with the skulls and the smoke effect. You. Expelliarmus.
You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day. Still at it, I see.
So Expelliarmus is the disarming charm, which means I can make people drop their wands by hitting them with Expelliarmus. And then that leaves them completely defenseless and open for attack. That could be very useful, couldn't it? Could be very useful indeed. Right. So that's ticked off 3 quests all at once and leaves us now with just a need to find Natty in the lower courtyard. We've also got some more unlockables. Unlock. Because I've not been picking up all the gear. Claiming our rewards for completing all these tasks. I wonder how we're doing. How close are we to our carry limit? 11 of 20. So that's okay. If we find any loot, we've got some room for it still. I don't need to go to Hogsmeade yet and start selling stuff. Yes, we need to go and find Natty now.
To finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
I was always in trouble.
So she's going to be in one of the little hamlet places that we was told about yesterday. That's going to be a new area of the map. Tell you what, we can't be far away from getting can't be terribly far away from getting the ability to fly, can we? When do we start broom training?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
When do we start broomstick flying and riding? Because that would be cool.
Revelio.
The Beast's classroom. Okay. We've not been there yet. We haven't had any lessons on beasts. Magical beasts. Should I go that way? Or should I go this way? Game's telling me to go this way. More toadstools? More toadstools. More shiny things. Picking up moonstone.
Revelio.
Yeah, because at the moment we're kind of forced to have to run everywhere. Once we've got a broomstick, we'll be able to fly, and that'll be a lot faster. We'll also be able to take, obviously, a much more direct approach. Look what we have down here. Whose house could this be?
Revelio.
Hello, Omint. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. How's it going? It's been going well so far. I've done quite a bit tonight already. I've become the school's grand wand master at wand fighting.
Revelio.
We've done herbology class. We've done potions class. We found a venomous tentacle thing for Duncan, whatever his name was, Pliffskin or Skiffskin or thingy. We've returned a few moths back to their paintings. So yeah, we've been rocketing along quite nicely. We've also changed Lee's outfit up a little bit. She really likes this cloak, she does. With the skulls on and the smoky stuff.
This looks intriguing.
The animated smoke flowing and billowing all over it. So yes, this is Hagrid's house. Or will be Hagrid's house one day. It's not Hagrid's house at the minute, because obviously Hagrid's not been born yet. At the time of playing this. Colours look different for some reason. Yes, I've managed to make the stream a little bit more colourful. It was very washed out, I noticed in the first two. When I watched the first two streams back, the game looked very washed out. So I've managed to fix the saturation in OBS so it actually captures the colours a bit better. So it's a little bit more vibrant and a bit more closer to what I actually see on my HDR screen.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Ooh. Do we tell her the truth again? Or do we still withhold information? I'm not sure how much we should be telling the kids, especially as Professor Fig said we weren't even supposed to tell, like, Professor Weasley and stuff what's going on and what's happened. So I don't know. I don't know whether to say yes, they want something that I found and I have, or whether I just still deny all knowledge. Tough decision. I think I should close my eyes and pick one. See what happens.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Matabeleland? I'm glad to hear that.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
all the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
So, a poaching operation. Eh?
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
What's going on over there? I beg your pardon?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Stupefy!
You there! I see you!
Oh.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ashwinder Duel List. The collection section of your field guide has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn valuable insights on enemies such as their weaknesses to certain spells.
You'll take this student on my game, buddy!
Miss me. Set him on fire. Well, that marmalised the lot of them.
What has just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Who were those people, and why were they hassling you, Nora Treadwell?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who is Priya?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Travelling vendor, you say? Maybe I'll run into her. Who knows?
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought Merlin was a myth.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Merlin was a Slytherin?
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Revelio.
Okay.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
So we need some special herbs.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. So, use the mallow sweet.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
What happens if we, I don't know, set fire to them?
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Has that done it?
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
Merlin's beard! Ah, I get it now. I get it now. I mean,
Day. I hardly believe it.
Merlin's beard. I get it. So we've got to make these little garden decorations. Is that what we've got to do? Go around the whole map and make garden decorations.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Notes and books, indeed. You what, she's going to disapparate, isn't she? Yeah, thought so. And there's somebody over there that needs our help as well.
A portrait in our common room wants to talk to you. It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Speak to the portrait of Eldritch Diggory. Okay. In fact, there's actually two people that need our help. There's somebody over there, and there's somebody there. How is everybody doing? Is everybody still awake? Are all of you just lurking quite happily, enjoying the game?
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley.
Oh,
of
she's
the
a
Bath
Slytherin.
Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Do we like water? Or do we prefer to stay on dry land? I don't feel I'm really in the right outfit for swimming.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid!
This is where we could do with the booty shorts.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied
going in
himself
the
quite
water.
the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What is an astrolabe?
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
How exactly do you get a handheld model of the universe? Because hands aren't very big, and the universe is infinitely massive.
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
I'll have to have a bit of a think about this.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Well, we're going swimming, aren't we? We don't want to get the clothes wet, do we? We don't want to get our clothes wet. So we'll have to just go in our skivvies. That's not the most flattering of underwear, I have to say. It's quite poor. That's like the ultimate granny underwear you've got on there. We found a hat. Well done. Feel like this is our Baywatch moment. I feel like somewhere in the background we should have the theme from Baywatch playing.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Do we have the theme from Baywatch anywhere? I possibly do. Bear with me. One split second. Let's see if we can get this. Let's see if we can't fully immerse ourselves. Gotta be in there, I would have thought. If it's gonna be anywhere. Oh, do I have it? No, it's not in there. Let's see. I might be able to find it. I'm sure I've got it. Swimming! Yes, we are swimming. No, wrong button. Pressed all the wrong things. It's got to be in settings, surely, hasn't it? It's got to be an I. We need the music. Where is it? I can't find it. No. I haven't got it easy to hand. It's a shame. Right. We need to dive down and find this thing. We need to find it. And we got a black, sleek sorcerer hat. Purple dragon spectacles. You've had to go to the car to get Spider-Man. Oh. But you're like literally Spider-Womanly. You are like the real superhero. Meltdown Central. Oh. You should have said I could have started playing Spider-Man. I've got Spider-Man installed.
That I found her family astrolabe.
I could have been playing some Spider-Man. In fact, I've got both of those games installed. I've got Spider-Man and I've got the Miles Morales one. Because they're both on PC now. Maybe we'll save them and play them after we've finished Hogwarts. I'll tell you what, though. You've got serious granny underwear going on here, Lee. You really have. It's not a great outfit. It's not a great look. Right. We'll have some black leather this time. We'll put the sunglasses back on. Now we're out of the water. We don't use a hat. We have the Napolitan scarf. We have the Dark Arts robe? Oh, look at that. Olympic swimming. We could do Olympic swimming. Do we like the plaid outfit? Or do we like the sort of trouser look with the waistcoat and everything? That definitely goes with the cloak better, I would say. But of course that just looks a little bit more girly. Choices. Stick with the plaid outfit for now. We need to get back over there, don't we? And talk to the little... Talk to the Slytherin. Grace Smith Medley, or whatever her name was. Pinch Medley. Pinch Medley.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible. Did you find the astrolabe?
Grace Pinch Medley. I don't know. Is it just me, or does anyone else find people with these like double barrel hyphenated names to be a bit, I don't know, bit pompous, a bit uppity?
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
They seem to think they're something special because they've got a double barrel name.
Thank you so much for doing this for me and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You have a double-barreled name, lol. Oh, wow. That's foot in mouth then, isn't it? I've just put my foot in my mouth. Big time. I just think people with like really, really long names must... It's like, oh my god, that must be an absolute pain when you're having to fill out forms. Anytime you're asked to fill out your name on a form. I'm pompous, apparently, lol. Well, you might be the exception then. You might be the first person I've met that hasn't been.
Revelio.
You know. You know what I mean? You know that old TV show, Keeping Up Appearances, with Mrs. Bucket? They always seem to act like her. A lot of... Well, the people I've met definitely do. Pompception.
Revelio.
You've just made up and invented words there. Pompception. There's a lot to loot in this place, but I know there's also a vendor.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
I know there's a chest.
Revelio.
And that gives us another wand handle. The pompous exception. That's it. You're the pompception then, Lee. Jalal Sami.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any rumours going about?
Any whispers going about the town?
You may have noticed we have a bit of a rivalry with Upper Hogsfield. Not much to it, but we're still the better of the two Hogsfields. Better than most other places, too.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer. But I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
So no discount then?
I sell
Okay.
only potions and their
Okay, no
ingredients.
discount.
If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
Okay.
And what do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
You sell us ingredients. Okay. Well, I'm not really interested in ingredients. What I'm interested in is maybe selling you some stuff.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
I realised I just sold something that was better than what I've got then. They're not. That's not. That's not. I'll sell those because we've got extraordinary ones. Gotta be level 15 to wear those. Really? Purple dragon-eyed spectacles.
I hope to see you again sometime.
I'm sure you will. Next time I fill all my pockets up with stuff. Right, let's go talk to the little goblin fella. And then I think this will probably be the last quest of the evening, I think.
This far.
And then I will end the
Pardon
stream
me,
after this
is
quest,
everything
because it's
all
getting a little bit late.
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost
And
my
everybody
life.
probably wants to go to
You'd
sleep.
best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. Oh, I never thought it'd come to
Because
this.
they've got
Be on
massively
your guard.
exciting weekends ahead.
Ranrock and his
with
loyalists will
loads
spare
planned.
no one.
They attacked you.
Oh, Ranrock has no patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind treated by wizards as equals, bloodshed is not the answer. When I said as much, they turned on me, struck me till I nearly passed out. Took my carts, my belongings, even that which is most precious
But
to
we
me.
don't want to miss
My
your streak.
paintings.
What streak? Stream. I was thinking, streak? I'm not, I don't think I'm allowed to streak on Twitch. I think it's against the rules.
Taunting and threatening me for a while now. But they've always believed that violence is the only way to get what they want. Things have taken a much darker turn of late. Ranrock is getting more powerful, and his loyalists know it. They feel untouchable. Ranrock assumed that all goblins would agree to follow him, but he was wrong. Many of us would like a diplomatic end to the discord with wizard kind.
Are you a painter?
You mentioned that your paintings were taken. Are you a painter?
I am. It's my calling, though most would think it an unusual path for a goblin. Most of my family work in metal, or associated with Gringotts. I'd wager my finest brush that Ranrock's lot have no appreciation for any of my work, and it'll be tossed aside for kindling. Without my carts and my livelihood, who knows when I'll be able to paint again?
Besides, call it a hot tub stream and you'll be okay. I don't have a hot tub. I don't have room for a hot tub. I don't even think I'd be able to get a bucket in here. Just sit and splash my feet in it. You know? I would kind of struggle to do that.
I'm sorry this happened to you. I shall certainly keep an eye out
Join
for
another
your
platform for
That
that.
is very kind of you, but I think they took them to their camp southwest of here.
Trouble is,
Just
Twitch and
past some
YouTube
ruins.
is already,
Too dangerous
you know,
to try and
very
retrieve them.
demanding
did
of my
enchant the
time.
carts to return
I
to
don't
me
think
if
I'd
I
have
ever
time
lost
for
them,
another
however.
platform.
Slim though the chances may be, I'm
And
holding
plus,
out
who
hope
would
that some
subscribe
of what
to
was
me?
taken is returned to me. It was nice meeting you. I wish it had been under better circumstances.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you've not had a very good time, Arn. And, you know what? I'm going to go and try and find your carts, because, you know, it's not right that people have taken your things. I don't like
Due to
bullies.
that goblin banker at Gringotts. I shouldn't be surprised at what happened to Arn.
Don't. Bullies are the lowest of the low. Going to be spiders in a minute. Anybody with arachnophobia, I give you the spider warning. Unfortunately, this game doesn't come with an arachnophobia mode, safe mode. So there's no way to turn off creepy crawlies and stuff. So I thought I'd give you that information now, so you can make a decision. I don't want anybody then, you know,
Revelio.
complaining I freaked them out or stressed them out. The Hebridean Black Scale. The Hebridean Black is a large dragon that can grow to over 9 meters in length. A large rough scale originally belonged to one of these beasts is one of the prized possessions that Archie Bickle keeps in his hideout. Archie Bickle. What happens to people with arachnophobia? I don't really know. I've had one friend who really didn't like spiders. And I remember staying at their house once when a spider crawled across the room ceiling and went behind the wardrobe. And that was it. They were like, no, I've got to sleep downstairs now. Until I know where that spider is, I'm not sleeping in that room. My spells keep crapping out. I need more, I need a bigger magic pool. I do. Somehow I've got to get my magic pool increased. That'll probably happen when I get talents unlocked, won't it? I can get some talents that give me faster magicka regen and stuff. Yeah, exactly. Like Lee just said, phobias, you know, very real things. And can have very different effects on people.
Not my fault you're a deadly great spider.
So yeah, the game. The game
I'm on
developers that take into consideration those kind of things and enable modes for people to be able to, you know, comfortably enjoy games without those things. I think that's a great thing. I think any developer that you know, takes that, you know, extra bit of thought about who could potentially be playing the game and what, you know, they're likely to experience while playing it. I mean, that's why I mean, to be fair, that's why I really like the Naughty Dog games. You know, the Uncharted series, the Last of Us series.
This must be it.
Those games have got so many accessibility options that anybody can play those games, regardless of, you know, what their, you know, situation and condition may be.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
There are more than one way to enter this place.
Hard will regret not joining us. If he doesn't come round now, he'll be made even more of an example.
Should have killed that traitor arm when we took his carts.
Oh yeah.
No ritual.
I would like to have pulled him over here.
You've been paying attention.
What did you do?
Use a bit of that.
You don't know who you're playing with.
I need to pull him down because he's got a crossbow.
Incendio.
Oh! Who are you?
How many of you are there?
Such arrogance.
Oh, hello. Ouch! I wish you would stop doing
An intruder!
You can't stop us.
I feel as though you're not even trying. Well, this is sad. Really, it is.
He's got fire.
Release me! A miss!
Get it.
What are you doing?
Incendio.
Melt him.
That was quite something. Now to Freon's carts.
Whew. Nice bit of fighting there. Now we've got some loot to run round and get. There's also one of those Merlin's things. That fight was actually quite tough because they kept ganging up on me.
Levioso.
I think that must have something to do with the Merlin thing.
Revelio. Incendio.
Loot the stuff.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Toadstools. Or loot. That's a box we can move. Merlin's beard. I wonder if we can figure out what that spell is.
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Yeah, go on.
Revelio.
Right, there's more glowing balls here, so that's got to be something to do with this quest. There is a guess behind that. Ah, I know what I'm doing. Put the balls in the holes. There's another one there. Is that all of them?
Revelio.
I'm missing something. Ah, there's another one outside. Aha!
Revelio. Incendio.
That's it. Burn them away.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Merlin's beard. We did it. Another garden ornament. Very nice. Right, let's head back to Arn. Tell him his carts are on the way. And we'll have done another excellent job this evening. Again, we've made a lot of progress. Yeah, being a Slytherin's probably not a good thing, is it, Omin, if you're afraid of snakes? Because don't you have to go through a snake to get into the common room?
Cursed fiends.
Watch out for spiders. That looks to me like one of the carts. one of the magic carts. That must be where... Oh, yeah, this must be where On operates from. That must be where he got attacked. So maybe that's where we'll find him in future when we trade with him. Daytime. On?
If you're here for my wares, I'm afraid I still don't have my carts.
It's alright, I freed them.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way back.
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
It was difficult.
The ones I faced were determined to make things difficult.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back, especially my paints. You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just fine. Perhaps my next piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
That sounds wonderful, doesn't it?
What a nice idea, On. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't wait to get started. Thank you again for all you've done.
Well, what can we say?
All the best to you. Once my carts arrive, I'd be happy to show you my wares.
What can we say? Lee is always helping, and she's always an inspiration. What can we do? A bit of stone skipping, look. Well, I guess this is probably a good point as any then to bring an end to tonight's stream. I know you're all having so much fun watching it, and I know you're all enjoying it, but unfortunately it is getting very late. It is getting very late. So I'm going to save it here, and we'll pick up again with this another time, another day, another night. I hope everyone's had a good evening, and I hope everyone has a good weekend ahead of them. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. And yeah, I guess from me, for now, thank you to Lee for being here in the chat. Thank you to Omint for joining and being here as always. I will see you all again another time, but now for me tonight, it's good night, everybody. Cheerio.